So today's topic I'm just going to talk to you about is motivation. Okay. Now, it is important to be motivated because we have a lot of breakdowns, and we are going to get into a point where we're just going to get lazy, or we're going to get distracted with life. Okay. Life always throws something at you. So always go back and try to remember what is that, if you wanted to be that 100%, absolutely youthful, and, you would have given yourself an animal, right? I think probably in the course, you might have just said, I'm going to be a bear. Somebody said, I'm going to be an eagle, or some people say, I'm going to be like, some big actor like Chris Hemsworth, or, I'm going to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or you may want to be Superman. And somebody said, I want to be like Spider-Man, whatever. Remember that. Just recall it. Even right now, just recall it. You say, yeah, remember. Okay. Now, once you get that memory, now you've opened up your brain a little bit. So now everything's going to connect. Okay. Now, how do you connect it? Okay. Remember the benefits. When you go through this and you start to modify what you're doing with yourself, and you've actually crossed the threshold, and that sixth week of the challenge is going to come. And that's not it never stops there, because after that, you're going to really continue this almost the rest of your life. Okay. Until I find something new. Okay. But until now, I don't think there's anything going to be drastically new. So remember that you will not fall seriously ill after going through this. Just think about that. Okay. Imagine that for the next 10 years, you're not going to see a doctor, or the next 20 years. Okay. You're not going to go to a hospital. Just think how that feels. Wow. Freedom, right? I don't have worry. I have freedom. Think about the better energy you're going to have, right? You're going to not feel tired. You may feel tired, but you won't feel exhausted. You won't feel like dead. You'll be able to do a lot more things, and you'll say, wow, where did I get this energy from? Think about that. How would you feel? Okay. And then think about, okay, I'm going to reverse my aging. I want to stop the things that are happening. I'm probably feeling older. My skin is not glowing like it. Just think about it. This is all the benefits you're going to get. So, and once you start thinking about this thing, you start seeing the results, you will always be motivated. You'll say, shit, I'm doing this. And it becomes like brushing your teeth, because you don't need motivation after it. After it becomes an instilled habit and it happens in your subconscious, you don't need motivation anymore. Right? Okay. And remember that when you're actually going through this program, and you're taking it seriously step by step, and you're following it, to the T almost every day, miracle repair will happen in your body. It's amazing, right? When you go to sleep, all the toxins you had to battle, all the probably even the bacteria and the viruses that might have just crept in, they're all, the system is going and repairing what damage it might have done. It'll be resetting your metabolism. It'll be giving your brain the right amount of rest. A lot of things are going to happen. A lot of miracle repair. See, when you have a great sleep and you get up in the morning, you're going to be a little more happier. Definitely you'll be happier, right? But if you have half sleep and somebody suddenly wakes you up and are like, oh, I want to kill you. Why do you wake me up? Right? So the same thing will happen if you don't get that really great amount of sleep. And think about this. You will not be getting problems like acidity. You won't be feeling uneasy in your stomach all the time. All these funny catches and aches that you used to have is slowly going away. You got to wait and say, hey, it's really worth having this, because it's good to have a very powerful life, right? It's good to be free from this. Good to say, oh, I'll never actually ever think about myself getting on an ICU or a very serious illness. So these are things that will help motivate you, and keep reminding yourself, this is what I'm going to get. This is what I'm going to get. This is what I'm going to get. This is the benefits. This is the benefit. And you know what? Your temptation to slip back, or your temptation to ignore yourself, will go away, because when your desire is strong enough, and like I said, it's for a very limited period of time. In fact, actually, you can actually go through this by 3 or 3.5 weeks, but it takes about 6 weeks for your mind to actually kind of make this a routine for yourself. And once you adopt to that, your mind will remind you, your body will remind you. And it's so amazing that I know when it's time to eat. I don't even need I don't need an alarm clock. I don't need to look at my watch. My body will tell me, hey, you're hungry right now. And oof, I just know when I have to eat, and I just go and do it. Okay. When I look at the clock and say, wow, this is like exactly down to the right down to the minute. It's amazing. I'm telling you, once that bio clock starts to work, you won't need a watch anymore. I'm telling you, you might, I mean, at least for your everyday needs, you won't need it. But in case you have to catch a train or a flight, then yeah, maybe you'll need one of these things. Okay. But otherwise, you won't need to time yourself, because whatever you need personally, it kind of automatically time. Okay. So thanks a lot for being here. I hope this was a little useful. It's kind of very quick. No, it's not a long thing that I give people. It's just something to help you get a little recharged. Now, if there's any particular topic that you'd like me to cover during these sessions, okay, and I only do this for people in the community, the paid members, is where I actually do something as a topic they may be interested in. So if you're interested in something very specific, it could be as specific as tell me what about this particular vitamin, or tell me about this particular vegetable, or tell me about colors. I don't know. You just put it out there, and I'll definitely kind of bring it in if I think it's relevant. I will actually bring it into the next session. So for those of you who have a busy week ahead, and those who have a festive week ahead, enjoy yourself. And life is meant to socialize. Life is meant to work on successes, and life is nothing unless you're 100%. Okay, so I leave you. Have a wonderful week.